a Russia. So she ran into the bedroom, she was struck down, it was her doom. You okay? You okay? Are you okay, Eddie? Eddie, you okay? So Eddie, you okay? Are you okay, Eddie? Eddie, you okay? So Eddie, you okay? Are you okay, Eddie? Eddie, you okay? So Eddie, you okay? Are you okay, Eddie? Eddie, you okay? Will you tell us that you okay? That the side of the window, that he's not through. I can see no Eddie. Take a minute, you're about to the bus face on the carpet.
Hey, groovers. Hello. Ruth. Jam it. Very weird time to go live. 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm amazed anybody's rocked up, to be honest, but you got to strike when the iron's hot with scam baiting. And I've got a very thirsty boy I want you all to meet. And his name is Daivd. I'm putting it in the chat. This is truly how he spells his name. Well, we'll get more into Daivd and how to pronounce his name soon. Miss K, hello. 6 a.m. You're waking up to some live scam baiting, Ruth. Go, you good thing. Welcome to the Smooth Criminal channel. We do a lot of stuff on this channel relating to crime, but one of our favorite things to do is scam bait. And anyone that watches this on the replay or joins us and has absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, scam baiting is where I essentially waste a scammer's time, or I go for the romance scammers. There's different scam baiters on YouTube, but my niche area is the romance scammers. And not only do I waste their time, but I try to have a bit of fun while I do it so we can all have some laughs along the way. And the serious side of this pastime is to try and get some identifying information that I can pass on to ScamWatch, which is a government sort of subsidiary, I guess, of the ACCC in Australia. And then I hand that info over and they get on with tracking them down and hopefully catching them in the act, so to speak. Get them out of the way. But the idea for us is to have a lot of fun. If there are times when identifying information might be made available, I will stop sharing my screen because, I don't know, there's idiots on YouTube, you know. We don't want that information in the wrong person's hands. Hey, Serenity B, everyone else rolling in. And also, this won't be a really long live because I think people will want to start cooking dinner and stuff like that in Australia fairly soon. But I thought I could at least introduce Daivd and find out if he's going to be around for a chat a little bit later on. So we can, you know, maybe do some live scam baiting after dinner as well. I do have a little video from the ACCC that I like playing sometimes if people join in and they're like, what's going on? But for those of you already in chat who are very well aware of the scam baiting that we do here, feel free to explain to any newbies who come in what we're doing and why. And I have got that video if we need to use it. Let me just get to the audio library so I can find some nice music to kick off our later series. Now, we do also have the Soft Francis lingering in the background. He is clearly trying to scam quite a lot of people at the moment. So because I haven't messaged him, he's just in the background where I'd like him to stay, because this guy's thirsty, full on, as you're about to see. Let's find a nice little bit of love music. That'll do. You need some roast potatoes at 6 a.m.? Oh, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Soft Daivd. A modern-day love story between a catfish and a scammer. Grab a drink, grab some snacks, Grab some potatoes if you want. Grab a blanket, settle in. For we're about to kick off episode 1 of the Soft Daivd. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. All right, let's bring him up. Let's bring up the Soft Daivd. Yes, I haven't quite worked out where he is, although you will already see when we start showing his chatter. He has all the familiar markings of scammers we have chatted to before. Very obvious grammatical errors, but I mean, kicking off with a name spelt Daivd. I mean, this guy was making errors before I even said hello. This dude comes from the Instagrams too, and I've discovered, thanks to him and his enthusiasm, that you can make video calls on Instagram, because he was having a crack last night. Yeah, he was. Oh, I love some mashed potato. We've got a bit of a potato shortage in Australia, although I had to get some groceries today. Went to my local greengrocer. Potato palooza. So the lovely Daivd messaged me, and during my lunch break yesterday, I thought, what the hell? Let's get Daivd. Now, if I expand it a bit more, okay, it's a bit blurry with me sitting in the picture there. Oh, that looks a bit better. Humanimal, you're listening whilst walking. Well, don't walk into a bush or anything for looking at your screen and the lovely Daivd, but I will alert you on your stroll when you need to look up and have a look at his photos. Now, just before we kick off as well, scammers steal somebody's photos off their Facebook or their Instagram and put them out there pretending to be that person. So while we have had in the past, one scammer chose a very dodgy selection of photos to use, in other experiences, we've had the sort of US military look. This guy, none of that, but he has certainly selected a hunk of spunk. I'm not going to lie. Not necessarily my type in the real world, but in terms of wooing the ladies, this guy knows what he's doing. Let's leave it at that. For some reason, it's more blurry, like if I'm up there, than if I'm down here. Or what's it like for you guys? Can you sort of get what's going on the screen? Let me see what it looks like over on the YouTubes. Oh, yeah, no, it's perfect for you groovers. Awesome. StreamYard screen is smaller than the YouTube screen. So the lovely Daivd messaged me, and I accepted his request. I mean, how could I not? I know that you can probably see his thumbnail is of a topless man, but don't worry, guys. You don't need to zoom in. I mean, you can if you want to, but you're going to be seeing the full shebang very quickly. Miss Kay, I think I said hello to. Hi to anyone else. If there's anyone lingering and not speaking, just going, I'm bewildered by this magic on YouTube. What's going on? And this is a very weird time for me to go live. Like, this is one of the times that my YouTube analytics say is the least successful time for me to go live. But I thought, well, what the hell? Let's see who's around. There could be insomniacs in America that need a laugh. You've found the right place. And some of us in Australia aren't quite ready for dinner yet. A blank slate. Hello. You had a nap and woke up. Well, you have. A bit of scam baiting action going on. And this is always a lot of fun. So I'm going to move Instagram over right next to StreamYard. I do jump between the screens. Please don't think I'm ignoring anyone. I often get someone up on panel with me too, but I'm going to see if he calls me. I've told him not to call me unless I say it's okay. I've disabled the camera on Instagram. So hopefully it's foolproof. I don't mind talking to the guy, but I ain't camming up. Interesting that he tried an audio call last night, because I don't know how he's going to pretend to be this guy. He'll pretend his phone's broken or something, like I'm going to. All right. So I got the hi and the wave. How are you? And I told him I was great, but at work, and I just connected with him. Wow, it's nice to hear from you. Wow. This guy's hyperbole is this guy's specialty. Now, he does say in his little introductory thing, David is my name, not Daivd, but his actual profile is spelled Daivd. Oh, VD. He's 50 years old, single, never been married, with no kids, and am working as a landscape. What about you? And here he is, guys. Now, this isn't him, but this is the person. Apologies for this person. I will reverse Google image these photos as well and find the poor bugger and let him know. He may already know. Unfortunately, they do rehash photos a lot, but I've never seen this guy before. And I've chatted to quite a few scammers in my days in the last few years. But you might want your glasses, blank slate, for this. You might, just for the physique. We all need a nice landscape. I will do like to know you more. Now, look back to this other paragraph first, though. He is using the typical scammer and am working as a landscape. Very common with the Nigerian scammer. No, I am, just am. No kids and am working as a landscape. I mean, he has got quite a landscape. I'm not going to lie. I will do like to know you more. Are you still at work? And then looksy. And oh, actually, wait, they weren't video calls. They were both audio. For some reason, yesterday, I thought when my phone was flashing, they were videos. Hi. Anyway, this morning I thought, let's start chatting with this thirsty bugger. Hi, Daivd. I'd like to get to know you too, especially before we talk. I was at dinner with friends last night when you called twice. Please ask me if it's okay to call next time. Let's talk first and maybe chat in a week or two. Thanks for your photo. Tell me more about working as a landscape. Is he manscaped? Well, the shortness of his shorts, or the amount of lowness. You know what I'm saying? They're hanging low. I'd say there'd be some manscaping happening there. But yeah, I'm very keen to know more about him working as a landscape. And then he said, oh, look, it's okay. Good morning. Happy to hear from you. I thanked him for the photo, of course, and he said, I would like to see yours. I work in the state and out of the state in Canada. I have work in Canada, Mexico, and Argentina, and more. I don't know what the state is. He didn't mention a state, did he? He told us he was 50, single, no kids, working as a landscape. What state? What state do you work in and out of? We'll find out shortly. You can ask anything we like to know about me. I'm ready to tell you. Okay, well, is English your first language is something I won't be asking him. What's your name? How old are you? Where are you from? And what are you doing for living? And then bang, here we go again. Oh, look at that. That's Daivd. Daivd. Look at Serenity B. 12-pack. There's a lot of low riding. Thank you, Miss K. Or did I say that before? I don't know. They're hanging low. There's not much further to go. So poor old Daivd. There he is. What a happy landscape. And look, hey, look more. Here he is on the beach in his little tidy whities. Reverse image grinder. Oh, look, I will be reverse imaging, and yeah, I suspect this dude already knows that he's been used before. They tend to rehash profiles, but I haven't seen this one before. So yeah, it's better than that other guy that looked like he was a murderer. Seriously, that really creepy, the guy that with photos of him reclining on a bloodstained couch with things hanging on the wall a bit off center. And oh, that was wrong. Can't remember his name, but that was a bad one. Whew. All right. So back over to the messaging. Are you there? Hello. Very needy, very thirsty. Are you at work? I said, yeah. Are you at home now? So I hope we can talk before you sleep. I will be soon, and it would be nice to talk tonight. Yes, David. Can I ask a question? How do you pronounce your name? Because I'm going to struggle with David. No way, 50s and his dirty 30s. I'd put him in his naughty 40s for sure. You can see him in Tassie on the beach. Oh, yes, Tassie, unfortunately for Dave, is just out of reach. He said me too about talking, and then he said, lol, David is okay. So maybe he even knows he's got a typo. I don't know. So let's just from now on, because it's really hard to say Dave. Actually, no, fuck it. It's funny. Let's keep saying Dave. I hope you can be able to answer my questions when you get home. Okay. All right. I will do happy to know you more better. Fuck, okay. Okay, cool. I said I'll message when I'm home. Okay, I'll be waiting to hear from you. Okay, Dave, speak soon. Share me some pics of yourself before you get home. They always do this. I was like, I'm packing up. I'm leaving work. I don't have time for this, Dave. And what is your full name? Oh, I said, I'm still working. No time to share pics, sorry. And why the personal questions? Can't we just chat and get to know each other first, Dave? I feel like I'm being interrogated by the police. Smile, am not a policeman. I would love him in my Tassie Serenity. Stop it. I would love him in my Tassie. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. And then he says, you're so funny. How does he know already? And this isn't an interrogation. Oh, good. I love smile. I'm not a policeman. That needs to be on a T-shirt. That so needs to be on a T-shirt. Hang on, I'm screenshotting that. Every time I do this, I'm like, we need to get T-shirts. Smile, I'm not a policeman. That's the best T-shirt I've heard of for days. Oh my God. All right, I'm already thinking about merch for this, for Dave. I would like to know you better more because have been single long time and I need someone to spend my life with forever and ever. Well, I hate to break it to you, Dave, but we're not going to be around that long, but okay. And then I said, I smile because you am not a policeman, lol. And then look what I found. Whenever I send these guys emojis, because I know that he's Nigerian, and it's 99% likely he's dark-skinned. So I always send emojis with the darkest color skin. He loved it anyway. I hope you can tell your name, age, and where you're from. When I'm home. Okay. I'm still amazed someone so handsome as you has been single long time. I'm going to love you long time, Dave. That's crazy. And listen to this. Thanks for the questions. Have been played by a woman many times. And I work a lot. Sometimes I travel for work and sometimes I spend a month, 3 months at work site because I work for government. That's why. So this is an international government landscape. Okay. He's traveled all over. Where did he go? Argentina, Canada, you name it. Sometimes he's away for a month or even 3. He works for the government. That's why. But he's been he's been played too, which is so great coming from a scammer's mouth. I've been played by many women. I have been played, sorry, by a woman many times, and I work a lot. Then he goes on to tell me what he needs. I need a woman who will understand me and who won't cheat on me, who will accept me and my work. Look, I really don't have any issues with anyone who works as a landscape. I really don't. In fact, I've never met anyone before who's worked as a landscape. I have no preconceived judgments or ill feeling towards anyone, Dave, who works as a landscape. Telling you, Grinder. Oh, no, smile. I'm not a policeman. Anyway, he's waving. Hello. All right. Ahoy there. Here we go. We're live, Grievers. We are live. Ahoy there, Dave. I'm home. Train was on time. Alrighty. Now I found my photos. I found some photos, so I'll tease him with one tonight. He will get to see a photo of me. Where are you, Daivd? Come on, Daivd. A little wavy hand. Hang on. It says some wavy. Here, is that the one I use? This one will that do? Oh, no, I better not. Is that the hello wavy hand? Let's see. Why has he got blue things coming out of his and I've got like little, I'm clapping, I think. Wait, what else have we got here? I've never used this Insta chat. I mean, I chat with a friend, but on my phone, not on a computer. I'm liking Instagram better than Telegram already. Oh, here we go. There you go, Daivd. Oh, okay. So can give answer to my question and send me some pics of you. Sweet baby Jeebus. I've just walked through the door. I need wine for this. I do need wine for this. Does anyone else need wine for this? God damn it, I'll be back. I'm getting me some wine. A glass of red coming up. Oh, is that rattling on mine? I haven't had wine for ages. I'm quite delighted at the thought. Straight gin. Hey, David, do your landscape as good as your landscape? Oh, you guys are hoots. Cheers, everybody. Bottoms up. All right. What does he reply to with my sweet baby Jeebus? Okay. You are a thirsty man. How do I get this so it's sort of... That's better. I forgot your questions. So I'm going to have to keep scrolling that little bit down. All right, that's the only bummer. That's the only bummer of the Instagrams. Cement shoes. All right, here we go. G'day, Groover. What's your name? My name is Noreen. I am. How old am I, Groovers? Don't make me too young because the photos, she looks like she'd maybe be in her 40s. She could almost be pushing 50, to be honest, but we'll put her in her 40s. He's very thirsty. Michelle P, how does it? 43. All right, I'm going with that. Going with that. Serenity B got him first. I'm 43. I am a widow. And where am I from? Now, I don't know if you message someone on Instagram how much you can see. I'm pretty sure my Instagram says I'm in Tasmania. But we could just lie because my plan is Noreen, as usual, is a wealthy widow, very wealthy. She's going to be very reluctant to tell him her surname because when her husband was alive, people threatened to kidnap them because of his wealth. But I was going to say that the Instagram is actually deliberately sort of to throw people off the scent. So I can really live anywhere. But I think I'm not doing Cleveland. Somewhere in Australia, I think will be smart. Should we put her in Sydney as well again? Does it stick with Sydney or Moscow? Ruth, come on. What if by some weird coincidence this scam is fluent in Russian? There's photos of her on a beach, so it could look Australia. Brisbane, all right. She's going to be a Brisvagan. And I live in Brisbane. Oh, and it's lovely to meet you, David. Yeah, they look sort of beachy, humanimal, like she's on the beach and she's doing yoga and she's in some sort of art gallery from memory. I've only got about like Reedy Hill, Serenity Beach. Are you having a wine while we're doing this too? Because I haven't had a wine in Australia, AU. Scorching, my God, it's freezing here with rain and wind, and I've been doing lots of stuff inside, staying cozy. In Australia, AU. Yes, in Australia. They've okay, listen, Noreen. All right. I'm gonna kick off the questions, guys. Oh, I've got to ask him what state he lives in too. Well, no, she can travel, human. He's not going to, honestly, they're not that sophisticated. I could have her standing in front of the Eiffel Tower and say that I'm in Tasmania and he wouldn't realise. Yes, see, Humanimal's got the Brisbane intel for us. Manchester. It's easy just to be in Australia because I have a lot of fun with Australian references. Like my husband's going to get eaten by a shark. But, you know, a bit of Aussie slang. Oh, he likes pina coladas very much. Let me get that question from further up. Miss K's question. I'll have to go over to YouTube to copy it. Hang on. Your landscapes is my favorite. The green sort of like, do you manscape as good as you landscape? So how many men have you met since you've been? He likes getting caught in the rain. How many men have I met? Let me count. I'm going to come back and say none, or I'm going to let him wait for ages. It is wine o'clock. Best way to cook, absolutely. And I will have to end this live at some point to cook some dinner. But then if Dave is around for a while, we'll hook up with him again a bit later. I just wanted to see how thirsty this man is. And also, what's the time in? Let me just see what the time is in Lagos at the moment. It's 8:07 a.m. Right, okay. So we could get a lot of David action. I'm still counting how many men. Still counting. Dave to be like, Noreen is a slut. Noreen is a slut. All right. I only met up with one, but he turned out to be controlling. Perfect. I only met one, but it didn't work out because he was controlling and needy. So why it doesn't work out with them? Well, the rest of them are the other 72 were one night stands, Daivd. But considering this is our first chat, I don't think you need to know about that. That controlling man wanted to tell me how to spend all my money. Hey, Daivd, you haven't told me where you live. Did you meet him on here? Oh, we met face to face. Very face to face. If you catch my drift. Oh, yes. Yeah, the money hungry is a bad man, Daivd. So where do you live? I'm living in Untied State in the city of Texas. Screenshot that for a t-shirt. I'm living in Untied State in the city of Texas. I have not heard of the city of Texas. What state is that in? What? I'm living in Untied State in the city of Texas. Don't worry. I'll stop talking about him. He's really yuck. He's yuck. Stop, please. Irrelevant. Is the man not working? And yes, he worked, but he was greedy. State is Texas. The city is Allen, Texas. Isn't it Allentown? Hey, Shady Man. Oh, you've got to go to work. Well, yes, you do watch it for that. There'll be plenty. This guy's thirsty. He's thirsty. Oh, yeah. Look, Him Animal, I was going to ask him earlier if English was his second language, but I never point things like that out to scammers because it makes them improve. He does mean the United States, but it's the Untied States. The Untied States of America. Is it Allentown in Texas? No, that Billy Joel song, and we live in here. Oh, no, it is Allen. Okay. All right. Let me tell you about it. It's a northern suburb of Dallas. Population 104,000. 20 miles north of downtown Dallas. All right, let me ask him what he likes to do in Allen. What is your favorite thing to do in Allen? I told him I had no kids. Yuck. Keep her completely child-free. There is an Allen, Texas. So the man you met wanted you to invest. Oh no, we've moved on. I don't want him asking me about that other creep anymore. Hang on, my camera wasn't on. I want to get him. I want to get into the good stuff. I've told him I don't want to talk about that guy. So, I mean, well, I've shelved that idea, Him Animal, for if he comes up again. The widow, the dead husband, sorry, is way more interesting than that fictitious one guy I met between my husband dying and meeting this hunk. Oh, hang on. I don't know what I've done. Just give me a sec. I just had to. I tried to copy paste. What happened there? I tried to copy the paste to your manscape as well as your landscape, but I want to do it when we're live. Hang on, I'll get the screen back up. I've got to. All right, here we go. I just hit Control V and all sorts of weird things started happening. Here we go. Oh, I like coffee and conversation. Where's he copy pasted this from? I like coffee and conversation, cooking, movies / videos, museums and art, music and concerts, nightclubs, dancing, playing cards, playing sports, shopping, antiques, travel, sightseeing, watching sports. And you? Wow. Daivd, when have you got time to landscape and have sex? I've been single for 6 years since my husband carved it. See, this is why I have to be Australian. Oh, I'm not sharing it. Sorry, guys. I have a question for you. Do you manscape as well as you landscape? Thanks. My husband died very tragically. Heathrow Airlines. We'll be catching Heathrow Airlines at some book a flight. I'm sure Heathrow Airlines is going to come up at some point. I will, Miss K, if he goes back to questioning me about other men, they do get very jealous and possessive. They do. Yeah, he's sorry too. It wouldn't have been nice. Can you send me? Oh, look, straight off. Oh, sorry about your dead husband. Can you send me some pics? Okay. Well, I guess I got a bit of sympathy from him then. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Send me some pics. Oh. It's okay. Well, I don't know. Being eaten by a shark wouldn't be nice. How would it, Daivd? My fingers naturally spell Daivd. The way David is spelt. Let me see if there's a shark emoji. It's a pig. Oh, there's a little blue mouse. Come on. Oh, there's a crocodile. Ah, here we go. Hey. Ding. Those of you who follow my scam baiting, you know that I usually follow a very similar storyline because it's just good for laughs. What is it with me in Texas? Not nice. It's very bad. It is very bad. How does it happen? Well, swim with sharks and they might eat you. Sadly. R.I.P. Barry. Ex-husband's always Barry too. The shark one. If I use the Barry, I haven't done Barry since the soft 6. It's been a while. I don't think I've done Barry since the soft 6. So one of my original online scam baiting, not on YouTube, but on in a Facebook group that I have moved onto YouTube and into a blog. I am looking for real woman. He really doesn't give a fuck about the Barry and the shark at all. I'm looking for a real woman who is loving and caring and ready for a family. Well, I just said earlier that I don't have kids. Yuck. I need a woman who's ready to love me 100% just as much as I'm ready to give her my love. And you, very sorry. Yeah, me too. Thank you. It's okay. It was a while ago now. You are very good at telling me what you want. It all feels very full on, considering I've known you but one day. Straight into it. Very pushy human. And this is the thing. They really are pushy. And they're more and more pushy as time goes on because there's more scammers now. So they've really got to zone in and try and get someone really quickly. God forbid. Like the reason he was asking too about whether I'd met more people on Instagram was to know whether or not there's other scammers possibly. And that's a little, subplot we can keep in the background is that I usually do introduce a scammer into the storyline who's taking my money and wanting him to defend me, and it confuses them. They don't know what to do because they are still trying to pretend they love me and they want to spend the rest of their lives with me. And I'm like, help, I'm being scammed, and they're trying to scam me, and it messes them up. It messes up their storyline. Yes, I knew, but it's feelings and isn't easy to love someone, and lost him is very bad. I feel you. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I knew it's one day, but I was just trying to tell you about me and what I want and thought you will do the same, babe. Well, okay, but I thought we could just like each other first. See if we have things in common. May you so rest in peace. Yes, rest in okay, Barry. So, do you manscape as well as you landscape? Now I'm changing the subject. Yes, babe, I know, babe. Here come all the babes and the I love yous. There'll be an I love you and an engagement ring before midnight. Ooh. That's why I told you to send me your pic so I can see you very well. All right, motherfucker. Hang on a sec. If I do that, did you guys just see the folder popping up that I'm trying to get photos out of? Before I start, going into the folder where it is on my computer. Don't really want to do that because it's on my desktop with a lot of other stuff. I wonder if I can. Copy paste a photo. I'm just going to go for a nice casual down at the beach. Wonder if I can just copy. Oh my God, he manscapes as well as he landscapes. Oh, nice. Oh. Does your penis look like a skinned rabbit? No, I'm not going to say that. Let me see. Ah. Here we go. Where'd it go? Here she is. There's Noreen down the beach. Looking cash. I bought these photos, by the way. I haven't lifted some poor woman's photos that I'm now basically catfishing with. I actually paid for this set of photos. I'm bummed though, because when I bought them, they said you could buy packs of natural looking photos of someone anywhere between, I think it said 8 and 20 photos. And I think I literally got the 8. You didn't see the folder when I was just trying to find. Okay, that's good to know. But I've worked out if you copy the photo, you can just paste it straight into Instagram. Human animal, it's horrible how people fall for it. So I mean, that's another thing behind scam baiting too, is they're just showing how easy it is to spot things with scammers, and like even little things like before when I was like, yeah, I'm going to ask him if English is his second language, and then I was like, well, I won't, because you don't want them to improve. But for awareness, like doing scam baiting and pointing out things like how bad their grammar is, that sort of stuff can hopefully help people as well. He's looking at the photo. I wonder if his Google reverse imaging it is taking a while. I think that's just the way they post it in Instagram, because the photos don't have round edges. They have square edges. How many photos have I got of her? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. What did he say? Ogre. What does ogre mean? What does ogre mean? Let me get onto Google and see if that's a Nigerian word. They sometimes slip up. Ogre in Africa is a chief or an employer or a superior. It's interesting that it's a word in West African languages. Moreover, isn't the same with the profile pics. I hope you're kidding me, Noreen. No, this is me. The Insta profile is not me. I can explain why. My dead husband was incredibly wealthy, and someone tried to kidnap me and him several times. That profile is not me, it's a cover, so I can keep in touch with friends on Instagram. The photo I sent you is me. See what happens. God damn it, Daivd. No, he didn't say ogre. But they do sometimes write with voice to text, and they're often in like an internet cafe, and someone behind them might yell something out, and suddenly there's a Nigerian. It's happened a few times in previous scam baddies. It happened in the Soft Six and another one. Like they just went straight into Pigeon, I guess it might have been. Or how should I believe this? Can you send me more? Take one now and send me. Okay. Which one of Marie looks like? Oh dear. It's a bit tricky. Hang on a sec. Daivd could be over before it began. I'm hoping that he'll believe. But if he asks for a second one, I'm screwed because the sunset is in this photo. They do. I love what I saw, but I have to know of this is real or not because have been played by women, which I don't want it to happen anymore again. A lot of fakes. I understand. I am at home. I live at the beach. Hey, you do sound like a policeman. Again. I am who I am. He's a sharp one. This Daivd with the untied shoelaces. Oh dear. Your caution. I am cautious too. Like I said, my husband and I were nearly kidnapped. I am very careful too. No, just the way you ask questions sounds like you are a cop. Did you do something bad, Daivd? Did you? That's really the question. I'm just catfishing a scammer, like catfish, scammer. I know you're not. You're a landscape. Oh. Did you have WhatsApp? The beauty of WhatsApp is it gets him off my Instagram. I noticed I did actually check Sunny's messages on her Instagram to see if there are any messages from scammers, and no. He's agreed he's a landscape. He didn't even correct me because he's an idiot. I don't have WhatsApp. What is that? I mean, I do know what WhatsApp is, and I do have it. I just don't want to have to chat with him on my phone. WhatsApp for PC. Can you have it? You can send WhatsApp messages. Don't you have to give your phone number though? Isn't that how you connect on WhatsApp? Can I use it without a phone? WhatsApp web or install WhatsApp desktop version, QR code. Huh. Scan the code through your phone by following WhatsApp settings, link devices, link a device. Yeah, but I've got it on my phone. We use it for work. I don't want him having my personal WhatsApp. But it looks like there's probably a way I can do it. I just don't want him to get my phone number because when we chat in our work chat, like everyone's mobile numbers are right under our names. I don't want that. Sunny does have Insta. I'm not a very good Insta manager for her though. It's app we can chat very well. Can you get it download and sign up for it? I can look into it. How do I add to you if I download it? I'm just going to stop sharing for a minute out of caution because can't risk anything, Noreen. Gotta keep Noreen. Fuck it safe. That's her surname. Fuck it. With a PH. Yeah, just in case he gives me a number. Not that the phone numbers are pointless, by the way. Then that's not information the ACCC or ScamWatch can use because they have Google phones. Give me the number you use on it and I will text you on there. I'm going to have to look into how I can do it without it being connected to WhatsApp on my phone. Maybe if I log out. I'm quite good at solving tech issues. So, okay, I'll look into it after I get home and have dinner. Will you be around later? Daivd? Sometimes I think, and I've done it before with a scammer who wanted me to use, it wasn't Google Chats, but it was like something like that back in the day. I'm just going to show you what he's saying. He's having a conniption. What tells you? I'm on the beach. He told me that before. He said, I thought you were at home. And I said, yeah, but I'm on the beach. I live at the beach. Live at the beach. Wait. That's weird. I didn't get any call. Hang on a sec, Grovers. Missed video call. Hi. I'd like to see you on video call since you can't be able to send me another pic of yourself. My phone seriously didn't even ring. Oh, God, he's a creep. He's trying to get me you're a classic. I'm super careful, don't worry. I will stop this cam too, though, just in case. There was one time I was on a call on Messenger and I disabled the camera on Google Hangouts. But when I answered on the computer, my camera here overrode it and I was there. This is my sister. You don't pick. Look, I don't care if we lose Daivd. So I'm happy to try an experiment with this guy and see if I can answer the phone Or if I can call him back and see what happens. Hang on a sec, guys. Well, you're getting his full details now, but I really don't care. I doubt anyone's going to go looking for him. Hang on, I'll get rid of me. What I wanted to do, this. Here we go. Let's call him. I haven't allowed Instagram access to my camera and microphone. Allow Instagram to use your camera and microphone so others on the call can see and hear you. You'll need to allow it for video chats. Oh, okay. Well, we don't want video chats. Hang on a sec. Bear with me, Grovers. I've got to scroll all the way back up. Right. Now you can see there, guys, it definitely says, I love a Texan accent too, Shady Man. It says I've blocked access to my camera, but my microphone's working. All right, let's call him. Damn, it put my name up. Yeah, we don't want that. It had my full name sitting up there. Hello? I can't hear anything. This is so weird. Daivd? I can't hear you. Daivd. Also, I don't have a camera because I was going to get someone, Daivd. I don't think he's there. This is freaking me out, Groovers. He's having a go at me too. He keeps trying to do video. It's not working. Thank God. Because I've disabled the camera. He's pretty angry. Let me get him back up. Fuck you, Daivd. Dave's a bit angry, man. Daivd, if we scroll back up, there's lots of ringing backwards and forwards, and I want to see you on video. Calling now, pick up. It show here that is ringing. You don't pick. Send me more pics of yourself. I can't believe the story. I'm not sure if you're real. because I checked the profile very well. And I saw that the person that owned this profile uploaded her pics and other things. Why don't you upload yours? Don't you have anyone on Instagram? Show me your reel. That's where I tried to call him. Video. So it's not working. That mean you're not real. I'll try from home, Daivd, but I don't like how you're speaking with me. It's take time for you to take a pics. Moreover, it's hard for you to show me your reel. Prove me wrong, Noreen. I will, Daivd. But for now, I want to walk home in peace. I do not like how you speak to me. Makes me sad. Daivd. Chat's gone silent. Nobody's chatting. What's going on? Are you all in suspense? I explained that. You did not pay attention. Somebody say something in chat. It's weird. It's like we're still talking about Shady Man having to get back to work. They are more aware of scam baiting, yep. And I actually told one of them that I wasn't getting anywhere with him anyway. I didn't have any info or anything like that I could use. But yeah, I admitted that I was scamming him too. Like I tried to do the exact same scam I knew he was going to do on me. It was quite funny. It was entertaining. But yeah, I hadn't got any info out of him. When you kind of get an idea of whether or not you're going to be able to get information, but like this one is really switched on, and he's obviously been called out by lots of other people. There's a lot of truth in what they say, despite the fact they're lying assholes. So all these comments about women, mucking him around and everything, it's true. Like they're all the women that have probably worked out what he's doing. We have all been hurt, and now you're hurting me. If he's got a conscience. See if he can pretend to have a conscience. That was just a story. Sorry for that. Prove me wrong. Prove to me you're a nice man. Show me pics and show me yourself on video. So if you're real, it won't hard, because I'm very serious about this. I don't know how to reply to stuff. Like, copy, report. Copy? Huh, but that's not what I want to do. Oh, no, I don't want to. I'm a nice man, and I need an honest, caring, and faithful lady to spend the rest of my life with forever. Yes, I know. So I want to put yawn. I used to have a fake Facebook profile with photos of, like, a select few photos of me on it with a completely different name and location and everything. And I didn't actually mind using that, because if he did want me to cam up, I could, and then I'd just get on with the scam. Like catfishing and getting information and so on, and it didn't bother me at all. But I know now too that they actually use clips of videos and stuff when they do phone calls with you. They record everything, and I'm pretty sure I've already had photos lifted off my social media that's been used by scammers pretending to be chicks. I'm sure there's someone out there that's probably used my photos before. I don't really care about that. This is degenerated to the Sandlot. Am not RT. It has been. I'm glad you picked up on that. I've spent, yeah, all right. I have spent the last 6 years of my life having to take very strict, very serious precautions to protect myself. You need to be mindful of that as well. We are both protecting our hearts for good reason. They gaslight, they project, they are. Just imagine I'm the one send you other pics. Just imagine I'm the one send you other pics. I knew you should have blocked me by now. You're not making sense, David. Send me a photo of you right now. I can play your game too. No, I won't do that. Let's be nice. I'll just put that back on him. I don't know if I'll get info out of this guy. The only way I'm going to get info out of this guy is if I admit that I was a bit scared, and that's why I sent him photos of my friend Marie. But he don't care. If you're protecting yourself doesn't mean you should not prove me wrong. I know you are, but what am I? Yeah, I'm not sure about Daivd, unfortunately. I've got to think Daivd through. We might go back over to Frankie Boy later. Oh my God. That's me right now. Thanks, him animal. I'll write that. In fact, I'll just copy paste it from. I love that you spelled Dave the same way that his typo. You sent me one pic, not pics. Look at that poor. Ah, he's got a wedding ring too. Minor detail there, Dave. You were all right. I might call this jerk out. This could be a very short, soft series. The devil is in the detail, Dave. I'm going to call out the wedding ring. I was still wasted a good hour and 12 minutes of his time. My husband was an intellectual. Has he got a brother? Asking for a brother friend. I will, him animal. I'm waiting for him to respond. Maybe he's not going to. I'm turning into Daivd. I'm Daivdina. I'm using Daivd tactics. I need to go to the loo too. Dave's time with me is running to a close, I'm afraid. Dave will probably create a little fake profile with my photos off Instagram and sell them to a buddy who pretends to be a Russian girl wanting to move to America. Yes, just imagine you saw another pics on my profile and I send you another pics. You won't believe me. David, are you married? And David, I have looked at your profile and it's obviously fake. No, I've told you that before I'm single, need serious woman and an honest one. No. And why are you wearing a wedding ring in that photo? Yeah, I don't know what his scam. Well, look, I mean, they all tend to. He's an interesting one because his backstory doesn't involve a kid. Usually, there's a widow story. There's a kid. The kid has an accident, ends up in hospital. He's away with work. He isn't able to pay the hospital bills. That sort of stuff. You are a liar. You have a wedding ring on your finger. I don't believe that. You don't understand why I don't give my photos straight away, even though I told you why. But now you want me to believe you wear a wedding ring. So you aren't played by a woman. You won't meet a woman with that ring on. Stop. Nope. Oh. It's a symbol of marriage. Noreen's shitty ass. Maybe it's a virginity ring. Yeah, the government, and then there might be the supplies. That's another one. The landscaping supplies might be an issue. It also, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that they've done. The one that was a vet and gave all the birds, like he was in Africa somewhere with bird flu, and he gave them all the wrong medication and they all died. And he was working for the United Nations, and they wouldn't, but as a contractor, and they wouldn't cover the cost of getting him home, and he was stranded in Africa. Oh, he hasn't understood that profile is. He doesn't understand that profile is a. I use it when I'm going to bar or shopping, or when you are sitting on your bed topless, about to call the girl you want to spend the rest of your life with. Don't believe it. Would have taken that goddamn ring off. Rookie error. And now I want to actually stop talking about the ring because now I'm realizing that he's now going, oh shit, I better not use that photo again. But it's probably the only photo he's got that he can send people when they're like, send me a photo of you right now. It's not. If I'm married, I won't be able to look for another woman and one man woman. Many married men look for women. I didn't come down the last shower. Daivd. But you're wearing it right now. You're trying to call me while wearing a wedding band. I need some time to think. I also need to pee and cook dinner. A purity ring. I'm confused and sad and thought you were the one. What's a song lyric I can end this live on? Give me a song lyric, a song about being brokenhearted or, love not working out. I've got George Michael, I Can't Make You Love Me If You Don't in my head, but that's too long. What's just a classic? You don't love me at all, but not quite that peppy. Let's think of a tragic love song. It was over before it began. Yes, so they can all believe I'm married, so they won't disturb me because women came to me. Some told we had a one night. Some told me they were like to fuck me. So I'm not up to that. I need someone real. Yeah, but you were going to call me, Daivd, from your bed, topless in your little shorty shorts with your manscaped doodle. Yeah, but you took your photo with your little laptop. That was you right now, and you had that wedding band on your finger, mate. Minor detail. But I'm not going to draw any more attention to that. It's raining men. Love over already. I went, ate, bam. What? I'm telling you the trust. So if you can't believe it's okay, I will continue looking for the right one. Do we set Dave all the single ladies? Whoa, ho, ho, whoa, ho, ho. It's weird because I don't know how I can even take his call. I tried to call him and it didn't work. And I've only disabled my camera, not my phone. I mean, some woman came from. Well, I understand why, Dave. I mean, you're quite the hot landscape. I'm not going to lie. Not semi pics of yourself. Ugh. Oh, Daivd. I need time to think. I do need time to think. I need to work out if I want to even continue scamming or catfishing this scammer because It's got to be perfect. If not, don't know me at all. I was starting to think you were the one. Now I'm sad and not sure. You can do what I've been asking for an hour. What the fuck? This is why I want to be able to reply. I don't know how you reply. Oh, that's not a pig. Later, bro. I don't know what to say. I mean, I can send him more photos, but they're not me, obviously, on my Insta that he's clearly gone through with a fine-tooth comb. Creepy much? I don't care about that. If it's out there. Look. Funny when they get angry and they start swearing at you. Like Afrikaans or whatever. Meaning of Ogun Pa'u, pigeon. It's a death threat. Wow. Wow. He spelled it a little bit differently to the one I'm looking at, but Ogun is a spirit that appears in several African regions. And Ogun Loma Pa'i is a death threat. Does somebody just send me a death threat? Hang on, let me open this up. Ogun, god of iron, will kill you. Wow. What becomes of the broken hearted? Send him a pic of Guy Pearce and say, "Sons, just wanted someone to love me for me." And now he sent me back the photo of me. Well, Narelle. It's a bugger you can't even send like GIFs on here. Oh yeah, I've been. This is the one that a guy outed himself as being Nigerian before. But I've got Oli Baruku, so he speaks a slightly different dialect. And this is someone with stupid or crazy with mad thoughts. Bastard. Ugh. Oh my god, he thinks he's talking to another scammer. Are you drunk? You don't know the job. You have to learn more, Wary. This is plot twist. You've lost that loving feeling. That would have been perfect. Oh, but he's speaking to me in full Yeah, I've got an issue there. I don't have translate. Ogun Lamapa, A1 family E. All right, what's he saying? He thinks, this is actually quite funny. He thinks that I'm a novice scammer and I was going to try and scam him. The problem is I don't know. I'll try Afrikaans. Hang on. Afrikaans. Yeah, this is the problem. It translates to, because a lot of what they speak is pidgin. The battle between the E families. He speaks Yoruba. Okay. I am ready for battle. I'm going to get that in Yoruba. Oh, I've got to switch them over. Hang on. English to Yoruba. Give me a moment, guys. Hang in there, Daivd. I am ready for battle. How long do I speak to him in Yoruba? Just putting Google Translate next to Instagram for easy. So he's basically said, guys, that it's a battle of the E families, and the E is like, I guess there must be some word like scammer that starts with E possibly in their language, and that's how they refer to each other. But that family E. You fell asleep, Ruth. Well, good morning. In my 40s, I dated the most delightful 20s Afrikaans man. Yes, some of them are beautiful. I don't think he's going to come back because I think this is so interesting. Like, Oli Baruku, he don't use it around your Nigerian parents unless you want to die. That's in the definition of it. That's hilarious. You don't know the job, you have to learn more. Where? What does where mean? Acting irrationally or crazy. He's not coming back. Damn it. I hope he saw Oompa Loompa Oompa though. I have been sprung. Yep, and that would make sense for a scammer to think that that's exactly what I was doing. I've hacked into some person's profile on Instagram to do my scamming. Daivd is probably feeling very happy right now. In fact, it's good in a way because, well, it's not good. I was going to say, well, it is good. If my profile is floating around out there, he'll probably send out an alert to all of his buddies and go, oh, yeah, no, don't use that one. There's a scammer behind that profile. Next. I'm going to give him a few more minutes. Bugger. I almost want to. No, I can't. I was just thinking it'd almost be. I've actually asked a scammer before who I called him out for scamming me, and we were actually in communication for about 5 or 6 months. And when I finally said to him, "I know that you're scamming me," we ended up talking about why he's a scammer. It was really interesting and terrifying. Like, he even told me that in Nigeria, even though your parents wouldn't necessarily want you to end up being a scammer, it's considered a legitimate occupation. And so many of his friends, including him, went to uni and got degrees, and there just aren't the jobs for graduates. So they've all got to do something else. And scamming is so much more lucrative than working in a shop or running an internet cafe, which is why they do it, because especially romance scammers, it takes a lot longer, but the amount of money they get, like the little, it's still horrible, but the ones that do like the phone scams and get you to send them, Apple iCard, like Apple cards and things like that, they might make a couple of grand, but romance scammers can fleece people for everything they own, including their house, like the lot. They can get a lot of money. And he showed me photos of some of the things that people had sent him, and it had a whole room. It was like a spare room, just covered. The bed was just covered in things that people had sent him, like pairs of Nikes, sunglasses, watches, big bundles of cash, computers, phones, incredible stash. Africans are nice looking men, they are. Well, African men are different African men. Not at all, like any race or any country. You got your fuglies as well, but for the most part, they are very beautiful. And they got good rhythm. And this guy was like, he had a conscience about it, but not in a way that we would, because it is an accepted profession. But he knew that it was pretty scummy what he was doing. And he did feel a little bit bad about it at times, but then he would say, but look at everything I've got. And, I couldn't get a job with my degree. And what's the alternative? I work in a little chicken shop. Kind of, yeah. It's a good way to sum it up. I mean, we didn't keep in touch. We had that one conversation and that was it. I cut all ties. But he actually congratulated me for taking up so much of his time. But he was already quite wealthy too. He just wanted more wealth. He wasn't at the start of his scamming career. And then there's other stories I've found online in the scam baiting community. People who've actually gone to Africa, or they've flown their scammer to the country where they live, and they've ended up marrying them. Very strange. Without giving them money. They've sort of, there's a Canadian woman's story that I used to follow with fascination. And he's an accepted member of the family. And I think even one of my scam baiting lives that I did last year or the year before, he's not coming back. There was someone in the chat who ended up meeting their scammer. I don't think they had a relationship so though, but they now support that scammer's family financially, and they're friends. They've gone to Africa to meet the family and everything. Very weird. But yeah, I think David has probably blocked me, understandably. And now he's still active, but he's not talking to me. Like he's active on Instagram, but I ended with I'm ready for battle. So see you, David. We'll get out of Instagram now. I need to think this through. I need to set up. I almost feel like that. Oh no, Oompa Loompa. I almost need to set up a profile again like I used to use that actually had my photos. So if I had to cam up, it would be me but I'd just play along with it. He made some rookie errors. The wedding ring in that photo was a rookie error by him, but I made some too, for sure. A little bit rusty. Daivd is on the ball. Frank, however, our other little scammer we've got lingering in the background, not showing the same amount of savviness, so we might have some fun with him. Where did I find him? Facebook, and I blocked him straight away as soon as we went to Telegram. Be less flippant? Oh, I know how to do the baiting, if that's what you mean. I know what works with baiting. It's a process for sure, and you have to build a relationship of trust with them at the start and make them believe that you're falling for them. You've got to go down that road with them. I'm not sure if you mean like when they out themselves, that like at the end with him, but in terms of the actual baiting part and how to string them along and get information out, that I do know what to do, but it's just hooking them. And it's a numbers game, just like it is for them. Elon. Oh, I did too. South Africa. I love Cape Town, but I had some weird experiences with South Africans. But yeah, so you win some, you lose some. I think that's the end of Daivd and I and our little romance. We've got another one on the back burner who is not as clued in. Plus, we're on an app called Telegram that I'd never used before. And we were just having some fun getting to know Frank the other night. But yeah, it is a bit of a numbers game. In the past, I've probably had to like chat to 5 to hook 1 in the 5. So yeah, once you get the info out, and that's why even earlier, before we went down that road and the wedding ring and everything else, I was actually already getting the vibes that he wasn't going to be one to get information out of, even if I sort of rewrote my story. But I think it was, he's obviously tried to scam a lot of people that are onto him, and he knows all of the things to look out for. He was demanding reassurance very early on, and I want someone who's not going to cheat on me or do the wrong thing by me. He had it out there very early on. So I think it makes me feel good knowing that. He's clearly, because there is a lot of truth in what they say. And yeah, he's clearly encountered quite a few women that have been onto him, obviously, because he's super, super paranoid and sets all these, rules right from the start. So I was already sensing getting info out of him was going to be tricky. And also, when you scam bait too, as much as they're horrible people and everything else, you do want one that's sort of a little bit likable. It makes it a lot easier to spend time chatting to them, because I do a lot of the baiting offline as well. Sometimes when I do a live show, I'm literally just showing you the conversations I've had with that person in the last week. So there's a lot of time you put into it in your real life as well. So you do it sounds weird saying you need a likable scammer, but it makes it easier when there's something about them that you can connect with and go, okay, I'm just going to focus on that point. Whereas with him, there wasn't anything endearing about him at all. He told me I didn't know how to be a scammer very well. I asked him to teach me. He wasn't interested. He hasn't blocked me though. Interesting. You do have to act, and that's why I was saying things like there's the grammar and things like that I always want to point out. But you're just going to make them better if you point out things like that, because they use scripts a lot too. They cut and paste from a script, and they might have 10 or 20 women on the go at once, and they're at different points of the script with each person. They use little post-it notes, different colored ones with their names. They've got a wall with everyone on there that they're scamming at the time and where they're up to with all of them. It's quite a system they have in place. We're talking Arabian. He was Yoruba, Miss K. And that's the thing with scam baiting too. Like you kind of have to remember to go back to the very beginning and do things that worked. And that's what I was saying at the start too. Like you want to be entertaining for you guys to watch it. And we are wasting time. So the longer we can stretch things out, the better. But you've also got to be convincing them that you're genuine. And I mean, he was using words in Yoruba that mean I was crazy and batshit crazy and insane and everything else. I probably went a little bit overboard. But oh, he probably will block me. And if he doesn't, I'll block him. In fact, I'll do it right now. Sorry, David, but your time with me is up. Daivd. That was the story of Daivd. Look. This is weird when you're on your phone. Oh, too late. He's blocked me. Just block me then. His profile's gone. It just says Instagram user. Damn it. His little face was there and he literally just blocked me. He got there first. Never mind. No, it's Yorubian. Yoruba. Youruba. Yoruba. They have different dialects, and like I was saying, some of the ones that he was saying. So it's Yoruba pidgin. When you use the word were, Werey, it means in Yoruba, it means acting irrationally or crazy. But there's other dialects as well, different versions of pidgin as well. There's another language, Hausa, there's Igbo, pidgin, Yoruba, English. They're all languages that they speak. It might make batshit. I think if there's a Nigerian equivalent of batshit, I'll probably make it. Anyway, guys, holy shit, it's 7:30. I gotta cook some dinner. I'm hungry. Thanks for hanging out. We wasted about an hour and a half of that guy's time, and it's good. It wasn't wasted time because it was funny, but also I've learned some stuff. It's going to make me rethink about the platform that I lure on. And I have no qualms. Like I said, I don't mind camming up and chatting to them and all the rest of it. You sort of have to be prepared to go that little bit further for them to start giving you the info that you want to get out of them, all the details and the data and phone numbers and addresses and things like that. So, I don't mind doing that. There's no way anyone's going to fly to Tasmania from Nigeria to track me down. Someone loved his manscaping. Dave just got hitched and he's blissfully happy. Indeed. Let's end this tragic tale. Oh my God, my volume was right down the whole time when I rang him and I couldn't hear anything. The volume on this headset was turned right. He probably heard me talking. That's why I got sprung. It was entertaining. Oh, barramundi, delicious. So here ends the story of the Soft Daivd. It was short and anything but sweet. And as Daivd rides off into the Nigerian sunset, we don't wish him well in his travels. In fact, we hope next time Catfish does a better job than me. Giggles are the best part. Just remember, groovers, there are scammers everywhere, and the whole point of scam baiting is to make people aware of the crap they do. You win some, you lose some. But at the end of the day, I get the last laugh because he spelled his name David, Daivd. I think there's something in that for all of us. I was about to say that, Tim Animal, R.I.P. Dave. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'll see you all again very soon. Remember, don't get struck by a smooth criminal. You will always have the unplugged place. What's that, Dave?
DJ Globasha.
He left a blood stains on the carpet. She ran back to the table. He could see she was a neighbor. So she ran into the bedroom. She was struck down.